Okay guys, so we're going to go over number patterns today. You guys had a number pattern on your power quiz. It was number 1 last week, and I told y'all it was just a bonus because we haven't gone over it yet, but I wanted to see if anybody would get it right. So that's what we're going to go over today and tomorrow, patterns. Okay, so you're going to hear me say the word rule a lot. When we're doing patterns, you have to find the rule first, okay? So what that means is, what is the pattern doing? Is it skipping by 3s? Is it subtracting 2? Is it multiplying by 5? That is what a rule means, okay? So in math, when you hear me say, what is the rule? You need to say, add 5, subtract 2, multiply by 5. It just depends on whatever the pattern is doing. Okay, so let's look at this first pattern, and we're going to find the rule. So think to yourself, what do you do to get from 1 to 4? What is going to happen? Add 3, Kaylee says. So let's see if it works for the next set of numbers to get from 4 to 7. Can we add 3 to get from 4 to 7?
Yes.
Yes. Can we add 3 to get from 7 to 10?
Yes.
Good. Can we add 10 plus 3 to get 13?
Yes.
Yes. So each time we're adding 3. That's the thing about rules too. It has to work out for the whole pattern. So you would say right here, what is a rule for this pattern? You would say add 3. Okay? Okay, now see if you can do this part right here. Use the rule above to write the next 3 numbers. So see what comes next. Okay, did y'all get it?
Yes.
All right, what comes next, Kelsey? 13 and then 16. Good. Javea, what'd you get for the next one? 19. And the last one, Evangeline? 22. All right, good. So you're using the rule to find missing numbers in a pattern. So let's use the rule above to find the missing number here. So 2 plus 3 gives me 5. So what am I going to do to find this missing number here?
You have to
Add
add 3 to 6.
3 to 5. Good. 5 plus 3 is
8.
8. Okay? So remember, we're finding the rule. It has to work out for the whole pattern. Okay, now it says use the rule subtract 3 to create a pattern. Write the first 5 numbers in the pattern. Okay, so we're making up our own pattern, and the rule is to subtract 3. Okay, so would it make sense to start with 1 if I'm going to subtract 3? No, it's too low, right? Would it make sense to start with 5? Well, I have to do the first 5 numbers in the pattern. So if I start with 5 and then I subtract 3, I'll get 2. And then if I try to subtract 3 again, can I do that?
No.
No. So I need to start with a pretty high number, right? So let's just go ahead and give it a higher number than we need to, just to make sure we don't run out and have it too low. Okay? So what number do you think we need to start with? Kelsey?
10's a higher number.
I would probably even go a little bit higher than 10. What about anybody? If anybody at home knows what we could start with, you can call out an answer. Definitely not 10 though.
20.
20? You want to start with 20?
Yeah.
Okay. 20. And now we need to subtract 3. So we just separate the numbers with a comma when we're doing patterns. Okay, if I subtract 3, what would my next number be? 17. Good. Okay. comma, and then we need to do 3 more. So what would be next? 14. Okay, the next one? 11.
8.
And then we can stop there because it only wanted us to do the first 5 numbers. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So on the first one we use the rule add 3. On this one we use the rule subtract 3. Okay? Now let's try number 1 on your own. I want you to continue the pattern, but first you need to figure out what the rule is. What are they doing to get from 21 to 26? What are they doing to get from 26 to 31, and so on? Do this one on your own. I'm going to come around and look. Okay, you guys at home, want to give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go on? Okay, good. All right. So who can tell me what the rule was for this one?
5.
Kelsey? We can't just say 5, Kaylee. I heard you say 5. We got to make sure we say something with it. Kelsey, what were you going to say?
I was going to say 46.
46 isn't a rule, though. That might be a number. Aaliyah? Add 5. Okay, so the rule has to be not just a number. It has to have something else with it. What are you doing with the number? Adding? Subtracting? Okay, so each time they were adding 5. 21 plus 5 is 26. 26 plus 5 is 31. 31 plus 5 is 36. So 36 plus 5 would be 41. Good. And 41 plus 5 is
46.
46. Very good. Okay, let's look at the next one. Now, I'm starting at 38 and then it went to 35. What do you notice between those two numbers? What's happening? Evangeline?
It's subtracting
It's subtracting. And how did you know?
because it's getting higher and then lower.
It's getting lower. Good. So when it's getting lower, you know you're subtracting. So 38 to 35, I'm going to subtract 3. So I need to do that for the whole pattern. So what's 35 minus 3?
33.
32. So what would my rule be? Javea, do you know? Subtract 3. Good. Okay, pretty easy? Yeah. Okay, so next one, number 3, I want you to try this one on your own too. You're going to use the rule to create a pattern. Write the first 5 numbers in the pattern. Okay, so number 3, the rule is to add 4. So you can start with any number you want, and you want to come up with 5 numbers using this pattern. Okay, make sure you have 5 numbers. Okay, Javea, what was your pattern?
35, 41,
Okay, hold on. 35, good, and then you went to 39. That is adding 4. So what was after that? 43, good. 47, and 50, what? 51, good. So each time she added 4 to get the next number. That's all you're doing, guys. Patterns. The rule was add 4, so you got to make sure you do it through the whole pattern. Good. All right, so now let's look at the table over on the other side. Can y'all see that at home where I'm at in the book? Okay, good. Number 4 says, how much money does Tyrone save each week after week 1? And this is kind of what you saw in your power quiz. You saw a table going up and down, and you had to find the next number in the pattern. Okay? So let's look over here at what the pattern is. For week 1, Tyrone saves 25 cents. Week 2, Tyrone has 31 cents. Week 3 is 37. And week 4 is 43. So now we need to figure out, what is it going up by? Kaylee says 6. Y'all agree?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, because 25 plus 6 equals 31. 31 plus 6 is 37. 37 plus 6 is 43. So now to find this missing number, the tiniest box ever, we're going to put 43 plus 6. So what would the next number be?
49.
49. 49 cents. Okay, so let's go back and check what we're supposed to do for number 4. It says, how much money does Tyrone save each week after week 1? So how much is he saving each week?
49 cents.
No. 6 cents. Good. How much money has Tyrone saved by the end of week 5? So that's what we just figured out. How much money did he save after week 5?
49 cents.
49 cents. Okay, number 6. Tyrone wants to buy a book that costs 75 cents. If he continues his pattern of saving, will he save enough by week 10? Okay, so we have to continue this pattern, right? Over here in the table. And how far do we need to continue the pattern? Who can tell me?
Until 10.
Until week 10. Very good, Allie. So if it stopped at week 6, we need to make sure we have 7, 8, 9, and 10. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay, so now we need to just continue the pattern, right? Yeah. So what am I going to do to find week 7? Kelsey?
We're going to use 75 cents and use 8.
No.
9.
Sorry, guys. We got to start here with 55 and do what with the 55, y'all?
Add them.
Add 6. There you go. 55 plus 6 to get the next number in the pattern would be what?
31.
31? You mean 61. I know you meant 61.
Yeah, 61.
Okay. Bryson, how are we going to find the next number in the pattern? No, 61 plus 6, because that's the rule in the pattern. If you're not paying attention, this will be kind of confusing. If you are paying attention, this is going to be super easy. I feel like I'm actually going too slow. Pay attention. 61 plus 6 is 67. Okay, but I'm still not to week 10. So what do I do? Javea? Keep adding 6. 67 plus 6?
77.
73. And that's another issue. If we can't add correctly, you are going to mess up on these patterns. 73 plus 6? 79. Okay, so let's go back and see what the question asked us again. Tyrone wants to buy a book that cost 75 cents. If he continues his pattern of saving, will he have enough saved by week 10? Okay, well, he has 79 cents. Is that enough? Yes. Yes, because he will have 79 cents, which is more than enough, right? Okay, number 7. Diego created the pattern below. Write a rule for the pattern, then write the missing number. Okay, y'all take a look at that and tell me what the rule is. You need to look at each number and see what's happening. This one's a little bit more challenging. Just real quick, what we saw is happening. So from 42 to 43, what was happening? Everybody, say it out loud. It was adding 1, okay? 43 to 45, what happened? It added 2. 45 to 48, it added 3. 48 to 52, adding 4. Do you see the pattern? So what are they going to add next? 5. So I need to do 52 plus 5 to get the next number. 57. Okay, we're going to skip number 8. And we're going to go to the back. 9, 10, 11, 12. What we usually like to do is, at this point, I'm going to let you guys work them out on your own. And then I walk around and check and make sure you're on the right track. And then we go over them together. So that's what we're going to do here. You guys at home, you can go ahead and work at your own pace. And then I'll check back here in about 5 minutes and we'll check over these answers together, okay? 36 plus 6 is 42. 42 plus 6 is 48. 48 plus 6, well, we didn't even need to know that, but it would be 54, right? Okay, but the pattern or the rule would be add 6A. Number 10, what is the next number in the pattern shown below? So first we need to find the rule, what is happening each time. It's getting lower, so to get lower we have to do what? Subtract. Good. So I'm going to look at what it's going down by. 58 to 54, it goes down by 4. 54 minus 4 is 50. 50 minus 4 is 46. 46 minus 4 is 42. 42 minus 4 is
38.
38. Good. So C was the correct answer. Okay, number 11, the two patterns are shown below. Jerry wrote a third pattern. The first number of his pattern is the sum of the missing numbers below. What is the first number of the third pattern? Okay, so the first number of his pattern is going to be the sum of these two numbers. What does sum mean?
Sum is the answer to addition problem.
Good. So we need to find these two numbers and then we need to add them. I think most of us found the missing numbers and then we picked that as our answer choice. But there was this extra step we had to do. You had to add them. Okay, so first let's find what those missing numbers are. 12 to 17. What is happening? Jamea? Adding 5. Good. So 17 plus 5 would be 22. Okay, and then make sure it's doing that for every number, and it is adding 5 for the whole pattern. Okay, we go down here, it's doing what to get from 34 to 30?
Subtracting.
Subtracting 4. So minus 4, 30 minus 4 is 26, 26 minus 4 is 22. So if I add 22 plus 22, what would I get? 44. So D was actually the correct answer on that. Make sense?
Yes.
I'm guessing a lot of us put 22.
Yes.
We just forgot to do that one extra step. Okay, last one, number 12. Which rule best describes the pattern? Oh, they made it too easy on y'all. So what is going on here?
They're subtracting.
Subtracting, good, because it's getting lower as we go to the right. And it's getting lower by how much?
5 minus.
5. So subtract 5 each time. B was the correct answer. Okay? Now that's it for your math lesson today, guys. So those of you at home, y'all probably already know what we're going to do next. We're going to tear out this workbook page, 447, and we're going to work on that in class independently on our own. Okay? So that's it for today. Make sure you submit a photo of your math work, and then I'll check back in on Zoom with y'all this afternoon, and we'll go over some reading stuff. Text features, just like this. Okay? Bye, girls.